All right, welcome back. Afternoons live on KFIV AM 1360 Modesto, KWSX 1280 AM Stockton. It's the high energy period of the show. JDV from Conservative New Media joining us in studio, not just on the phone. John, welcome back.
Thanks.
Now,
it's great to be here.
You don't mind JDV, right?
No, that's fine. Everyone calls me JDV.
All right,
it's a little easier.
It's a little bit shorthand there.
Yeah.
So you want to join us, you can. 551-3483, 866-770-5556 as we make this romp through California state politics right now, and even during the breaks, we're continuing on here. Meg Whitman today.
Right.
Meg, we should have been recording it. I wasn't even thinking.
I got the camera
rolling.
rolling.
You're going to have the camera rolling. This will be on Conservative New Media.
That's right.
How do people get that?
So you go to YouTube, you just type in Conservative New Media. Conservative New Media, and you can Google it. We've got our website, we got the Facebook group, we got my Facebook. I mean, you want to John D. Villarreal, Villarreal, because that gets you on my Facebook, and that's where a lot of action happens with me and like 250 of the mainstream media. We release stuff a lot there, but if you go with Conservative New Media, you get on YouTube. We just became a full YouTube partner, one of the fastest I think that I've ever heard of. In 9 months, and so you can get all our videos. We got a lot of hot ones up there. We got Daryl Issa, we got Andrew Breitbart exclusive stuff. We've got an interview with Steve Poizner that was amazing, and he was so blown away, and his people were so blown away with it. That's why they are talking about having us roll out a whole thing, and a bunch of other fun things. So people can check it out. Yeah,
3.5 million views, I think, is the last I saw.
Well, and it shows us even more. I mean, that's what YouTube shows the public. It shows us like 3.7, 3.8.
There you have it. So Meg Whitman today, the day after the debate,
right,
releases a 48-page policy book. I have the highlights here.
Right.
I'm going to bounce these off you.
Okay.
And you've not seen these.
Okay. No.
So this is
raw, live, on the air, fresh reaction.
This is JDV's first reaction. First proposal. She wants to make the legislature part-time.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
GOP rival Steve Poizner also advocates such a change.
Right. I mean, and before you even go into this, I'm going to tell you what this is going to be. You can sum it all up. Me too. That's what that's going to be.
Well, then why even bother?
No, I'm just saying go through the list because I haven't seen it.
The other one is me too.
No, but I mean, because you have to understand Meg's position. Go ahead.
All right. Second one. Provide a $10,000 tax credit for purchasers of new and existing homes.
I mean, dude, do we need, I understand that real estate industry is crushed, but do we need more market distortion? Do we need more incentives to buy homes? That's what got us in the whole bubble in the first place. You know, let the market reset, go where it needs to go. People that want a house can buy a house. Leave it be.
Consider this for just a moment on these tax credits, and this is the problem that I have with these tax credits. Okay, you got an $8,000 tax credit for this feds, you got a $10,000, so you could have a potential $18,000 tax credit.
Right.
Potentially.
Right.
Now, what happens if you do your taxes and because of these tax credits you end up getting money, significant money, thousands of dollars back solely because of these credits? In other words, we've just not only taken money from our federal state government that they needed, but we've paid you money to buy a house.
That's correct. And then in fact, you know, my cousin bought a house in New Jersey and got the tax credit, and that's great for her. But I mean, essentially, that becomes your down payment. So here we just got out of a crisis.
Yeah, we don't have any money to give people.
No, I know that. I'm just saying. I'm agreeing with you. Well, here we got out of this crisis.
Didn't sound like it.
No, I'm totally agreeing with you. You know, that hit the center, that had all of California, but definitely Stockton, Modesto, and really, really hard. So you're going to give people potentially. I mean, I'll look at the proposal, but definitely with the federal money, $8,000 to $18,000 as your down payment. And then let's say you get in there and you didn't have the money to really pay for it. Something goes wrong, you lose your job. Now that house goes back in foreclosure. So basically you have people that are less creditworthy, that have less reserves, that have less of their own equity in the house, that can then get back into these houses, just like we did before with the liar loans or no money down, whatever. It was the same thing.
Yeah, I can't, 10,000 just seems too much to me.
Of course it's too much. Yes.
Way too much.
Of course it is.
Number 3, provide tax credits for.
But 10,000. I didn't mean to interrupt you. 10,000 to Meg Whitman is like her tip money.
Yeah. That's, all right. Yeah. That's.
That's the problem.
That's the money she just.
I mean, that's great for her, but I mean, right.
All right. Provide tax credits for green job creation.
No.
It's in her plan.
Okay, but I'm against that.
All right. This one is one that confuses me because I have no idea what this means. Supports a quote alternative conveyance system unquote for water supplies. Alternative conveyance system? What does that mean? What do we?
I mean,
we're going to beam the water across California,
right?
I mean, you got canals, you got aqueducts. what else? What
There's
other means
only
are
so many ways to skin a cat or skin a potato as it may be. You know what I mean?
Right.
You have to. You can only move water around so many ways. I have to look at that more closely, but it sounds a little silly.
Well, it just, anytime I see the word alternative in something, I just, look, I'm a technology guy. I believe that there are, it's the best day of the month. Popular Mechanics came out yesterday. This is my favorite day of the month.
Yeah.
But there are any number of things that we could do, but I don't know what that means.
Well,
and again, it's just a shove the camera in her face and say, Meg,
what's going on?
What is
what
an
does
alternative
this mean?
water system?
Well, and the same thing with the green stuff. Like, I love technology. I mean, I work and live and breathe in technology all of my life. I do all my deals in technology, the whole 9 yards. So I love that whole thing. But I'm so sick of this green. Like, green is somehow some magic Disneyland type of thing. You know what?
It's not easy being green.
Well, and I said this to thestreet.com. Look, it comes down to what's the price per kilowatt. Well, nobody wants pollution, but as soon as you can deliver power and energy for a cheaper, whether it's green or this and that, whatever, that's what's going to drive it. To try to subsidize something because you call it green or you think it's some great thing, that's again bad business. That's what we can't do. It's wasting money.
The phrase is ROEI, Return on Energy Investment.
Yeah.
And that's what you got to do. We're talking with JDV from Conservative New Media. You want to join us, 551-3043, 866-770-5556 on the web, KFIV 1360.com. The chat room says maybe she's talking about infrastructure like aquifers, but this says conveyance system. So to me that says
you got to move the water around.
Moving water around. All right, welcome back. It's Afternoons Live on KFIV, AM 1360 Modesto, talking with John Villarreal, otherwise known as JDV. He is the founder of Conservative New Media. We're talking politics. Get used to this, folks. It's a lot of fun to talk to him.
Thanks, I appreciate it. It's a lot of fun to be here.
We're having a good time. All right, let's go to the phones. We got Dennis is in Stockton. Dennis, good afternoon. Welcome aboard. Hello, Dennis. Go ahead. No, I'm here, but go ahead. All right, Dennis, are you there? I think we lost Dennis.
So, yeah.
Yeah, the cell phone. I tell you, cell phone. Why don't somebody invest in a decent cell phone?
I know, seriously.
Gosh. Dennis, call back. We'd love to hear from you. All right, so we'll move on from the alternative conveyance system. This is Meg Whitman's today after the debate, which I think we both agreed was pretty much well,
we didn't learn a lot.
It was a dance.
Yeah, of course.
It was 1, 2, 3, kick, 1, 2, 3, kick. I agree with her. She's right. No. We didn't learn anything.
Well, the thing here, I mean, I don't want to interrupt your list, but I mean, I can tell you what I think about the state of the race and kind of bring the viewers, or sorry, the listeners up to speed and chop that up a little bit.
All right. Well, we'll get to that after the bottom of the hour.
Right.
We got to take a break. It's Afternoons Live on KFIV, KWSX. Here's Kai with sports.
Because I mean, I think the bottom line is like, she's got huge leads, she got huge money. I think Steve, when he presents like all this stuff, like you can't trust Steve, it's not whatever. That's cool when he doesn't do anything. If his thing, I just probably saw in the video, is he says he's gonna open it up now. When he's there, like on stage, and she says, "Oh, he's this," it doesn't work because he's a really cool guy.
He is pretty laid back.
But he has to get out there, and so it almost like reminds me of like the Saints or the Colts. You know, they'll be down and then they'll come back. Or like Bernard Hopkins when he's boxing. But if you give away so many rounds, especially with someone that has unlimited cash, you can't do that. You know what I mean? So it's going to be, that's what's going to be sort of interesting about it, you know? So her whole strategy is basically not to put any daylight between them. You know, not to get stuck hard on like the big hot button issues, immigration, it's not whatever, okay, we're not going to do the 187, but I'm for hard border stuff, like this is, you know, things that she was handling out of the thing, whatever. But, you know, to not allow him to get any real traction without putting herself in a corner for general.
All right, chat room, special question for you out here. The chat room wants to know where the common man or woman must go to be heard by the elected officials, or how far they have to go.
How far they have to go?
Yeah.
Well, where you have to go is, I mean, look, you have to make yourself involved. I mean, I said this to Andrew Breitbart and the other people at one of the special breakout sessions, the media sessions with at the CRP convention, which is basically, you know, complain about it, and it does nothing. You need to pick up a phone, you need to get people organized, you need to get a group together, whether it's a petition, call your local elected officials, do a rally, do a convention, do something where you can get involved. Make videos on YouTube, come sign up for Conservative New Media, call up KFI, or KFIV, the whole thing. I mean, that's what you have to do. I mean, you can't just be passive. How far do you have to go? As far as you have to go legally and ethically to affect change in this country. It's all of our country. You know, I mean, you know, democracy is a contact sport. You have to be part of the game. to get anything done, right?
Democracy of content.
That's it.
I like that.
That's
That
it, baby.
question in there? All right. Does he know about the candidate meetings on April 24th, and will you be there?
April 24th, the one in Manteca?
Is that the one you're talking about, the one in Manteca?
Or Brentwood?
Or Brentwood? Not exactly sure which one you're talking about. Modesto.
Modesto? I mean, maybe. I might be there. I mean, we can show up anywhere because we're crazy like that. You know what I'm saying? Anywhere where there's action, we want to be part of it. That's the bottom line.
All right. We got to get back off here so you guys can hear the commercials because that's what pays the bills. Hang on.